warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suci Citrasari Mardiana. My official number is A1M2-18117. In this occasion, I will present the topic about assessment and grading in cooperative learning. Cooperative learning facilitates formative, authentic, representative, and multidimensional assessment. As we observe students work together, we understand not just what our brightest students learn, but where our world-class stands and where each student stands. Assessing our students and class on an ongoing basis is a powerful ally to improving our instruction and helping every student take the next step forward. If they are not getting it, then we really haven't taught it. We don't wait to grade a test to find out what they know by then. So, good assessment consists of 4 types, which is the first one is formative, the second is representative, the third is authentic, and the fourth is multidimensional. So, the first one is formative assessment. Cooperative learning facilitates formative assessment by allows the teacher to adjust input, correct problems, identify gaps, and help students grasp the concept well before the problem is revealed with a test score. The second one is representative. Good assessment takes a representative sample of the class, which is the high, the medium, and the low achievers. When teachers use Kagan structures, they get a very representative sample of the class because as the students are engaged in the structure, the teacher walks around listening in to the high achievers as well as the low achievers. A representative sample of the class is sampled, not just those who want to show off. When all students hold up their answer board at the same time, we see what everyone knows. This allows us to fine-tune our input to better adjust to the actual level of all our learners. The third one is authentic assessment. Cooperative learning provides an ideal context for authentic assessment. First, the products and performances of cooperative learning are particularly well suited for authentic assessment. Student teams perform skits, present reports, conduct research, share experiments, create literary works, design art projects, build models, and solve challenges. In addition to being conducive to meaningful learning pursuit, cooperative learning adds an important authentic context. As they work together, students debate issues, reach consensus, summarize findings, practice different roles, provide feedback, make decisions, generate ideas, and negotiate. And the last one is multidimensional. Cooperative learning improves multidimensional assessment in 2 ways. First and most obviously is we simply have more windows into students' learning when we add cooperative learning activities to our other classroom activities. Secondly, cooperative learning can be used to add the cooperative, social, and interpersonal dimension to just about any type of activity. Okay, the next one is tips for cooperative learning assessment. The first one is random sampling. To get a representative sample of the class, avoid calling on the same students who repeatedly volunteer to answer. The next is think time. After you ask question, give students 3 to 5 seconds of silent think time to formulate their answer. The third is write time. Give students a little time to each write their response before calling on a student to respond, and allow students to not only collect their thoughts but to organize them and record them. The next is spaced walk. Easy access to approach them in teams and listen in is essential for good cooperative learning assessment. Okay, the next is establish a sense of security. In cooperative learning, students are frequently asked to share their ideas and answers with teammates in the classroom. Because of the increased simultaneity, there is much more idea sharing. We establish class norms so that students feel secure to take risks and make mistakes. The next one is when to correct. If a team is interacting and they are not following procedure or they share incorrect information, do we interrupt the team then and there? A handy decision rule is to ask if the correction will benefit the whole class or if it will benefit only the team we are observing. Teachable moments. We take any appropriate opportunity to help students learn. For example, if we are listening in to a team where a student makes an error and we think the correction might be helpful to the class, we get the class attention and create a teachable moment. We begin by appreciating the student, and if a team gives an incorrect answer, you may use it to teach new information. Last is differentiate instruction and multiple intelligence. As we assess students, we find that students are at different levels of understanding. There are many ways to differentiate instruction while using structure. For example, while doing quiz trade, students may have different colored cards indicating difficulty level or content. For example, students with red cards find others with red cards to work with. Okay, the next topic is cooperative learning and grade. I will mention the reason why we oppose group grades. The first is because group grades are not good for cooperative assessment. The second is group grades undermine motivation. 3. Group grades are not good for certifying students. 4. Group grades are not good feedback. 5. Group grades are a poor method of communication. 6. Group grades are not fair. 7. Group grades convey the wrong message. 8. Group grades violate individual accountability. 9. Group grades create resistance to cooperative learning. 10. Group grades evaluate the wrong entity. 11. Group grades miss the mark. 12. Group grades could be challenged in court. Cooperative learning is a time for, as the name suggests, students to learn together. It's not called cooperative grading when it comes time to grade students. The most fair and appropriate way is to grade students based on their individual performance, not on what their teammates know or did. Even the most cooperative projects can and should have individual accountability components that we use to evaluate students' learning. Even though we have students work in teams to learn, we give students individual grades, which are a true measure of their performance and individual feedback to help each student reach his or her full potential. Okay, that's all I can present about. Thank you so much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.